let's jump in. Hey everyone and welcome. Why is my mic so quiet? There we go. Hello everyone and welcome to a wonderful, beautiful evening in Spain, España. It's very nice outside today. Summer has finally arrived. Was about time, I can tell you. And stream or Pokal Finale? Oh well, just watch both. Ragnar, hey, all you guys out there, thanks for tuning in. We have something wonderful to look at today. Namely, Audio Imperia has released, let's switch gears here. There we go. Audio Imperia have released wonderful, I may say, we will find out on the stream, wonderful new library called Solo. Aptly called Solo, because that library is all about solo instruments. So all the usual bells and whistles right before we dive in. So this is the link to the library in case you want to grab it. It is on $199. Intro pricing goes up to $299 in I don't know when. Anybody in the stream, if you know when the enterprise period is ending, just let me know. I don't know. What is it? 13 expressive and lyrical soloists. We will take a deep dive into that. A deep dive. Deep dive. Yeah, there we go. Deep dive into that in a 30-day enterprise. Thanks, Lumonium. So you have a few more days left to grab this for $100 off. If you ask me, it's pretty cheap for what is included, but we will look at that in a little bit. I posted the link, and also if you are just broke as well, what do I want to say? If you're broke as there might be a chance you can get this library in the giveaway today. Thanks to Audio Imperia for providing one copy that we can give away during the stream today. And for this, we do the usual drill. All you gotta do is head over to this Facebook post. Bap, there we go. So, Evo Drevel, hold your horses. We will look at that, all of that. So, head over to Facebook to this post and leave your comment below. Only once. Doesn't matter if you post 10 times, we only count once. So we use the page called Random Comment Picker. Let's see where we're at. I'm just pasting the URL I just gave you. And right now we're looking at 38 comments already. So you know what to do. Just keep it coming. And June 10 is the last day of the intro. Okay, yeah. By the way, do you think there's a big difference in watching stream through Twitch versus YouTube? Honestly, I don't know, because I don't watch my streams. I only see the other side of the stream, which is me streaming. Wait a second. Oh, okay. That happens. Would you say with where you're at, is it sustainable to do it full time to cover your income? Or do you still need to have a job? Well, I don't have any other job beside the one that I'm doing, making music. So I would say it is sustainable. Depends on what you need. I mean, I can't buy a 7 million mansion. Or maybe a 6. So, is Audio Imperia in the room? There we go. Hey, glad you made it. Welcome, San Diego. And so, yeah, if you have any questions or want to bash the library, the one called Audio Imperia in the chat is the one to shoot at. Don't shoot the messenger. Tom is here as well. Tom, killer demo on the library. Anyway, so enough talking. Let's jump in, because what are we here for? To listen to this thing and to actually know what it's doing and capable of and how it sounds, most importantly. So let's, to make this fail safe and not run it through any processing, let's just do an empty instance of Kontakt that is running through the stereo out. So you should be able to hear this without any kind of processing. So what do we have? We have 13 instruments. We have multi-patches, single patches, and sound design. The library comes at a whopping 90 gigabytes installed. So up your SSD game for this. It is quite huge. And the multi-patches, so we have solo violin, solo viola, cello, trumpet, French horn, descant horn, descent horn. I have no idea how that is pronounced. Solo flute, solo clarinet, solo oboe, solo English horn, solo bassoon, soprano angelic, and soprano operatic. So that's all we have to look at. Ram, hello brother, I told you just leave a comment in the giveaway section of the Facebook. Of the Facebook post. So if you have any kind of Audio Imperia library, you're familiar with the pyramid interface already. But in case you are not, let's give a quick tour. You have a basic and an advanced settings page. In the middle, you see the articulations that are available. Usually these are in the multi-patches. And you have, in this library specifically, because there are several mic positions, you have also a mic slider that you can use to just bring it more to the close side or more to the far side, which varies the levels between the mic positions in a more convenient way. You have modern mix and classic mix. Classic mix is usually a little more tame. Evil Drivel, we will see. I tried to do both, but maybe one doesn't exclude the other. You have an internal reverb that you can turn on and off. You have the dynamics that are linked to mod wheel. You have expression that is linked to, you won't believe it, to expression. And in the advanced tab, again, these are the mic positions. You have solo 1, solo 2, decker, overhead, and far. Here is more to set up on the reverb as well, if you want to adjust that hall sound or room. I personally tend to turn that off and use my own reverbs. Then, and this is a little more important, I won't go in too much of the detail on Audio Imperia's sample start feature, because I did that in earlier videos, and you can also check the manual, RTFM, guys, and read more about that. But just quickly, they record their sounds so that they don't cut into the transient of the sample, but actually leave a gap before, so it sounds more natural when you play it back. It's kind of bad for live playing, because when you use the full sample start feature, you have like 250 milliseconds before the actual transient hits, which means you play, can grab a T, and then the sounds. So for live playing, you will want to bring this up to close to 0, so you have direct response of the samples. And for playback later down the line, it's better to move that. I personally always move that all the way to the left to minus 250. And Legato Smooth is a different thing that we're going to take a look at. By the way, this is initially CC17 and CC18. Right. Thanks, Tom. You have this tight knob that you can activate here, which does nothing else but moving this all the way to 0. And when you untight it, then it brings that down to minus 250. So, just trying to catch up with the messages here in the chat. What would it take to become a sponsor for your company? I would think make good music like Dirk and have a following. You mean like beta tester or demo writer? I think just write great music. But Audio Imperia can answer that better. What's a way to get into their door? Last time you had hands on Audio Imperia, ended up buying Audio Imperia collection. Best year ever. Jan, can I please have a affiliate link that I can post below the videos for all the guys that are buying that stuff based on me rambling about it? No, just kidding. So, yeah, disclaimer, of course, I got the library for free, so to say, to showcase it. And I appreciate that, but I try to, of course, be honest and just be true to what I think about the library, as usual. So, long talking, sample start, we had that. Legato smoothing, we will come into that. Let's fucking play this thing. So, mod wheel on, expression on. This is the solo violin. No further effects applied. Let's keep the reverb on. Know what? I dabbled around. Let's load the initial patch again of the violin and play it without any tweaking. So this is what it sounds when you just load it up. By the way, just let me get rid of this. So, should be better to read the chat through that. The sound is silent. Oh God, what did I do? Now we have sound. I need to make sure that I put a mark on the chapter in the video description later down the line. Like 20 minutes in, you hear the first sound of the library. I'm sorry for that. Maybe I just cut off all the rest. So is it, I think you have audio now, right? Sampled at the edge of silence. There we go. Oh, it sounds beautiful. So one explanation that we need to give is the concept is a little bit different than from other libraries. There is no, and I know that a lot of people out there will already say, like, you have no control over the legato, over the vibrato. So there's no vibrato control. You have no non-vib samples. The vibrato and the performance, so to say, is baked into the sample. So this alone may reduce the usability at times, but for example, I mean, these solo strings don't say about themselves or don't state that they will replace like a string quartet, for example, with all the expression possibilities that this brings with it. This library is aptly called solo. So it's a solo player in front of a full-blown mix, for example, and they really went for an emotional performance that you can put in front of a mix or of a track. And if you hold it for like half an hour, of course you hear the loop points. Because with the performance of the player fading in, giving more vibrato, fading out, obviously this is kind of tough to hold this forever and forever. So you need to create a loop point that is somewhere in between these waves. So and what you also have is you have two different legato types, rebowed or slurred. Do you still have the FAB filter? Yes, of course. And you can either use them separated or combined, separated through, for example, velocity control. So the louder you play, you reach the slurred territory, or kind of like a little bit of a portamento. And if you play softer, you have the rebowed legato, but you can also adjust the value at which each of these articulations gets triggered. So you need to play hard to get a slurred, for example. If I set it further down the line. There is the limit. High G. It's not aimed at fast playing, that's for sure. But there's one thing that you can do a little bit to get an even more agile legato is by playing around with this Legato Smoothing knob, which is linked to CC18. Let's quickly turn off the slurred and just use the rebowed one. But honestly, it's not doing a bad job at kind of faster playing styles if you get the Legato Smooth either down or up. Or what do I do? I mean, you hear it's getting onto its limits there. I mean, that I will play with a spiccato anyway. Maybe. So, again, it's not necessarily meant to be played fully blown, what do you call that? Paganini style violin. Maybe just as a quick comparison. So if you have the sample start all the way to 0 for immediate playability, and just compare that when you play it with a full 250 milliseconds pre-delay. That was a hiccup there. Fire the player. So, legato reboat and legato slurred. Let's take a quick listen to the individual mic position. So right now we are on the modern mix. We also have a classic mix, which I guess is a little more tame. And let's listen to the first solo mic. Sorry, I gotta adjust the microphone a little bit here. Turn the reverb off. Can I please quickly hear the horn? I have to dash off. What do you mean, get closer to the mic? Okay, let's... since we are here bei Wünsch dir was? Wish you something. What do you want to hear, the French horn or the Deskind? Let's take a look at the French horn quickly. Any other wishes for instruments you want to hear? And then we have the Deskind horn. Maybe I should just play all sounds quickly before we dive deeper. Okay, that's enough. Bye, Ram. We were at the solo violin. Back to solo 1. Without the room. So that is the first close mic. That's a very lovely sound. Solo 2. Reverb is still on. Decker. That German only works in, that joke only works in German. The Decker is called like that because they hang from the Decker. Oh, okay, I go home now. Overhead. Very, very cool. And then we have the violin. It's very far away. If you only play the slurred one, it even sounds a little bit Arabic, kind of. It has a little Eastern vibe to it. So let's dive a little deeper and go back to the what's happening here? Oh, a modern mix. That's what I wanted to say. Modern mix, back at it. So we have the strings come with sustain patches. That is very, very lovely. We have spiccato. And for that playing live, I actually would bring the sample start a little further up to make that a little more responsive. There is no F sharp on the violin, you f***ing moron. Definitely a wide dynamic range there. Who needs a solo trombone? That's rather lovely. Screech it. And half and whole tone. Great for these lovely, lovely textures on top of a fantasy track. And done. Okay, next in line, let's quickly, so the first one was the deeper dive into the interface and everything. Now let's check out some of the other sounds a little more playing around. So the solo viola. Wonderful. Now the solo cello. I am very disappointed that the viola doesn't have a D on top. If you are as well, I may suggest the advanced editing page, where you can jump into the transpose and range, and just add that on top. Bam! There we go. Viola bluesy stuff happening all the time as we do in orchestral music. Then we, oh, by the way, the key switches are so deep at the bottom of the keypad, like in key hell. I don't like that because I just have a 61 and not a 88. So, what you can do is you can grab the key switches here with this little button in the advanced mode and move them up magically. So what happens then is that I have all these key switches within my visible range. Like this. I think I moved them too far already. I wish that sound was automatic, but I actually have to manually trigger this, so I need to remember it every time when I want to say that. Which is annoying to think of that before. It hurts the flow, you know. But will it save this position? If you save the preset, yeah, of course. Still like those Slate phones? Absolutely. I absolutely love them. Best decision I have ever made. Hey Satyan, how you doing? Very, very nice. Next best thing to slice bread. It can even do evil. Yeah, that's the solo viola. Very good. Me like. What's the classic mix on the Pixicado? Pixicado. There is no friggin' B on the viola. We need the cello. Come on, cello. Let's go rogue. I'm actually interested in the solo sound, solo mic sound of the cello. That's something where you can Do that again with the reverb turned off. What do you mean? The pizzicato stuff? So let's quickly see what different sounds we can get out of, let's move you guys up there. What different sounds we can get out of different mic position combinations with the cello. Let's take that. So let's say we use the spot mic and the overhead. So you hear instantly that the stereo image is much wider with this one. Let's check out what it sounds like when we bring in the other close mic. Honestly, I don't hear that much of a difference between the two, but I mean, both are close or spot mics. Let's check the spot 2 and the Decca. What does that sound like? Okay, let's check the just the Decca and the far and bring the far a little bit down. That usually is also a very nice combination. Yeah, and you can bring in the spot for a little bit of a definition. Bring the other mics a little down. Emmanuel, sorry you're late. No, that's inexcusable. You have to leave now. Sorry to say that, but there are no exceptions. If you are too late, you will not get the information of the giveaway link. So I will not tell you that you need to post a comment there. You will not get to know that there's a 30-day intro prize on the library, and you will not hear anything that has happened before this moment. Sorry. Again, back on legato, it sounds better with a -250. And just to compare that with the modern mix, so that was like a little more close. Maybe bring the other close one in as well. Just to make it, put it all in the way, so all in, all mic positions. How long have you been composing? If I tell you this, I gotta come to you and find you and silence you. Sometimes you just wish you had the voice of Liam Neeson. So what does it sound like when we have all the mic positions pulled in? Why do I play that again? I was doing that on the last stream. So compared this to the modern position. Okay, enough strings. Let's jump on to the next ones. So we have solo violin, solo viola, solo cello. What we didn't look at is the single patches, which is kind of the same stuff, just spread out onto different instruments. So if you are a little bit like me and don't like to work with key switches, though, for example, also Studio One has upped their game in that regards, you can use the individual articulations easily. We stick to the multi-patches for now, and let's fire up the solo trumpet. Bring it on, Mr. Trumpet Man. As you can see, the articulation list is a little shorter than on the strings, but a tremolo on the trumpet might also not be very feasible to sample. Unless you need to or want to get rid of bodies after the recording sessions because they died of breathlessness. Piano with Sam. It's not intended to play fast passages, but you can twiddle around a little bit with the legato knob to make it play faster than it is intended to play from the get-go, to put it like that. Well, actually, it's Audio Imperia's job to put a disclaimer on their boxes that they sell, like no horn player has been heard during the recording of that library. Time for the obligatory flip. Are you guys ready? There we go. And no corona today. I feel bad. But getting more and more adjusted to the Spanish tradition. So for today, it's... Oh, you can't see it there. There we go. Today we have a good old Spanish Cruz Campo. So that is what we are going to use today. Cheers, and that's good. No, actually, let's put that more in reach. I may need that. So, it actually tastes delicious as well. It doesn't only look delicious. By the way, in case there are children watching, don't drink alcohol. That's a beautiful sound right there. And for this we have sustained and staccatissimo. Just checking the sustain sound. And we have staccatissimo. Why do I feel so Latin right now? French horn! Come to Papa. I love me some French horn. For sure. I mean, happy if you go for the staccatissimo, I guess. Yes, you can happy go with it as well. Sustains. I mean, just imagine that. The sound is gorgeous, and if you put that underneath an orchestral mix playing soft chords with 3 horns. I mean, okay, Audio Imperia, listen. I have a request. This library sounds amazing, and I love every bit of it. But I would love to have that same sound with the same samples, same players, same room, but without the emotional stuff in there. So we are able to do like regular chords and accompaniments. I couldn't believe I would say that, but sometimes there's just a tad too much emotion in there. If you want to use that just for chords and stuff like that, it just sounds fucking gorgeous. Please do the same library as an add-on without the baked in. I mean, if you play 3 horns like that, it sounds so gorgeous, but sometimes when you play chords, you just don't want that arc in there, you know? You just want to hold the piano or the medium medium forte, mezzo forte. You know that when it comes in, I would be happy to buy a just sustain library with sustained articulations, maybe do 2 versions with a little bit of variation and one very straight. Yeah, no bleep on that F word, but that was necessary there. But you know what? The sound is so great. Having that as an just sustain library would be more than awesome. What do you think of Everroll 1 Wondrous Flute? who. And let's look at the descant horn, as I like to call it, the descent horn. Nope, not gonna happen. Thanks, Audio Imperia. Release in 2 weeks. It sounds holy, you know that. It sounds gorgeous. Flip. Let's listen to the woodwinds, the instrument group nobody ever writes anymore with, me included. And I am not sorry about it. Well, I am, but I just suck at woodwind writing. Just the first note, listen to that. See what I did there? Sustained. I mean, who does the stained flutes? What is the staccatissimo like? That's rather high. Bring in the 70s drums. Okay, I'm sorry. One more beer and he'll play Star Wars. F you. No, actually, I'm having fun. That library sounds awesome. In case you haven't noticed yet, there is a giveaway as well of that very library that we are looking at today. So just paste, bam, put your comment below. And where are we at? Where are we at? Let's take a look. How many people are interested in this library? The question is 107. Holy cow. The question is, does anybody else that is not winning the library tonight heading over to the website, the one that I mentioned as well before here, this one, and is going to grab it? Because if that is the case, then Audio Imperia, we need to talk about an affiliate link. I wish I could buy single instruments from Audio Imperia. I really want the choirs from Nicholas, but don't need all of Nicholas when I have Jaeger in the Audio Imperia collection. That is kind of true, but also not. And it was on a great sale. And worst case scenario, just wait for Black Friday. Then you get it for a price that you would pay for the single choirs anyway. And then you get all the other stuff for free. Additional to the choirs. So, we got that out of the way. The flute is fucking high. Arc and Vivo, the sounds are of course stereo. It sounds like they had a beer too much. But it sounds lovely. Solo clarinet. So we are nearing 70s crime show territory. I love this haunting sound of a clarinet, of a solo clarinet. Actually, I mean, we have the instrument here, but let's dive into... what did I do? Remove track instrument. There we go. Let's dive into the actual tracks here. And come on. Oh, boring. What did I do? I broke my Studio One, it looks like. You freaking kidding me? Come on. I hate you. Okay. Thankfully, my mic is not anymore connected to my audio. So we are going on to a quick break. We'll be back in a second. Actually, let's use the time to jump on a short break. That gives you the time to leave a comment on the Facebook post. So I will be back in a second. Sorry for that. So, nearly done loading. Studio One, how dare you? If you do that again, I switch back to Cubase. Blue screen of death randomly every few days. Well, thank God I don't have that. Usually, well, Studio One is technically very, very stable for me. But I recently updated to 5.2. Maybe that's the reason. So there we go. Okay. So, but let's just still get rid of that. Okay, now we are talking. And we were at Woodwinds. So let's open this up. Oops. How did that get on top there? Coming next Monday. Hands-on action strings 2. Let's do the clarinet again. Actually, I want to see how it sounds with my own reverb. Which is not the one I suspected to be there. But, well, that's fine. Arkin, thank you so much. Yeah, the music in the pause that was in the break, that was from my latest EP, Skyglow, available on Spotify and Bandcamp and all the good stuff. So if you want to check it out, there's links in the video descriptions below as well. So, that's rather dry. And worst case scenario, if we need a bass clarinet, you can just go here, transpose the range. Well, not like this. That same way you could, by the way, also make a bass out of the cello, in case you need it. So, let's check out the oboe, instrument that nobody likes. Didn't they use that in Star Wars? I'm not sure. We have an English horn as well. I mean, I could, of course, go through all the different articulations and for every instrument, but I mean, we got more stuff to do, right? Wow, that's actually quite a sentiment. That clarinet sounds really realistic. She's been playing since 30 years. Well, that is says something. AI, good job. Well done. Let's quickly check out how it works when you switch the articulations on the fly while playing. So starting off with the legato. Yes, Zahari, you can change the way it is triggered through the slider here, depending which velocity triggers which articulation. So on the woodwinds and brass, you have retongued and fingered. And on the violins, you have fingered and slurred. And you can also change these via CC, but I actually like the way to change the legato articulation through velocity, but you can also address individual ones with unlinking these two key switches. So that is the solo English horn. And last in the woodwind family, we have a solo bassoon. Rather nice. And last but not least, before we forget this, there is also, let's put it like this, they may have learned one or two things when they recorded Merete for Jaeger, and you get 2 solo vocal patches. And for this, let me turn off the internal reverb, put on a little bit of my reverb here, a little bit of delay, and a little bit of black hole, and just fire it up. We also have the ooh articulation. Also, same thing in sustained. Hey, Chris! And we have, I think it's not the same thinger. Hey Flosy, already bought solo? Well, you should have waited for the giveaway. Talking about which, here you can buy it. And where are we? There are we. Here you can win it. But Flosy, good on you. I mean, support the developer. That's all I can say, of course. So everyone go out there and buy it, especially for the enterprise. Always sounds like enterprise. I don't know why. So we have a solo soprano operatic, which sounds like this. Well, actually, let's turn the black hole off for this lady, for this lovely young lady. Skymaster, well, there we go. So, bye-bye. No, I don't want to become famous. Thank you very much. I'd be curious to see what that... No, not velocity curve. We bring the range down. Can we make it a male? Okay, it sounds more like a cow, but I mean, that's cool for sound design. That reminds me a little bit of Maleventum with their ancient horns. Yeah, exactly. Moo. But yeah, slam a fat compressor on it. Input, raise that up. Take the release rather slow. Jan, I fully apologize. But you get the idea. I mean, it's fun to play around with stuff outside of the regular zone to maybe you stumble upon something interesting that you wouldn't have thought of before, like making a track with a cow. So, yeah, Moogate. That's what it's called in the future. It's gonna be Moogate. So we have solo vocals as well. Having said that, I would love to dive in and see if we can write a little track with it. By the way, did I showcase my latest addition to the studio? Yes! I can now play this thing on my own. Having said that, I have no idea how to play the violin. So expect some new screeching horror scores anytime soon. Yeah, let's write a little bit with it. And since we are on it, let's load some of the instruments. Excuse me that shameless plug here. So I'm working in my quick load template, which you can also get through my shop. Link is in the description of the video below. And it's really helpful to get going fast with writing music and just loading a bunch of instruments, and everything is ready, set up, ready to go. Everything is readily routed. You have effects and everything available. This one works with Virtual Mix Rack right now. I plan on some updates, doing further things like with a Softtube console and also some other channel strips that are available out there. So there will be some updates soon, but it's a pretty convenient way to work with sample libraries without starting with a fully bloated 2000 track template that brings your system to its knees. So anyway, what I want is to load some solo violins. So we start with solo violin 1. I need to breathe in between. And I want to actually move the key switches to C. No, actually to C0. Umoran. There we go. Okay, now we have the key switches on C0. And I want to turn off the reverb. And actually, let's go with a spot and deca sound and bring the spot a little down. Okay, that's fine. Sounds good to me. I want to change the reverb. I did, unfortunately, I didn't do that in this template, so I need to open the send effects. But in case you purchase or have this set up, this template, it's actually really easy to swap effects. So just going to add cinematic rooms here. One of my favorites is the medium, and stage. I love that sound. Actually, I love to bring that up a little. Everything else can stay as is. We want fully wet. There we go. We are fully wet now. Can I say that in a kids-friendly stream? I have no idea. So now we have the cinematic rooms. I think what I just played answers your question, Claude. But you have two different legato types, and you can trigger them either through velocity. You can also change that. So if you want to have the slurred on soft velocities and the reboot on louder, you can just switch the order with these little buttons here. But I actually prefer the other way around and just trigger the slur on very loud velocity. Actually, it's a little bit too much reverb already for my taste. So let's do this. So this is AI Violin. Let's duplicate this bad boy and turn this into a viola. And we can do so easily by just jumping to the next instrument. How did I trigger the portamento? It's based on velocity, depending on how hard you play. So when you play soft, or in my case here, when I play loud, I get the legato slurred articulation, and when I play softer, then I get the reboot articulation. So without further ado, let's turn the reverb off. And also move this guy here. AI Vla. And also, by the way, since we're on it, right from the get-go, set the track delay to -250 on all audio Imperia instruments that you use. And then you just got to remember to move that sample start knob all the way to the left once you're done with your recordings. So we have the viola running. So last but not least, we need the cello. CEL. And again, just switch it one further. Advance, take that off, move this up an octave. There we go. Lovely. Oh, and by the way, we did S and D, brought S a little down. And the same thing here. We did S and D and bring S a little down. Size is fine as well. So with two mic positions, you're looking at like 0.5 GB. That's totally cool. And also, by the way, you can then trigger them all at the same time. So we can say, let's have a little bit of pizzicato on all 3 solo strings. Oh, Claude, I think there's a misunderstanding. There is no dedicated portamento in the library, but the slurred articulation sometimes sounds a little bit like a portamento, but you don't have a dedicated portamento in this. Hope that answers the question. Let's bring the reverb still down a little bit on these. Very, very cool. And you also, of course, can play the legato on all three instruments at the same time. And immediately you have a small little ensemble. But I want to keep going with them individually. So let's keep loading some little more stuff. First thing that we have is the solo trumpet. Trompete. Foop. Turn that off. The rest can stay as is. Just move the key switches one bottom up. A little bit of, oops, a little bit of reverb. That is, please, there we go. So, and sorry for that. And on the brass reverb, I need to get rid of the... Where is it? Where is my reverb effects? There we go. So, in case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just... okay, I can do that here. I'm just swapping out the effect that I just put in there. So, I take the vintage verbs that I have on... Oh, damn it. Lauren. So, what did I... I think I messed everything up now. So, and... Okay, now there we go. So I take the Valhalla vintage verb tracks. This one. I don't need the other stuff. And just remove this. And the cool thing is with Studio One, I can just drag the same effect onto the other ones. And I'm done. Now I have my reverb and all my other settings. That's pretty cool. And I can close that again and say bye-bye. So now we have the trumpet that is AI solo trumpet. That can have a little more reverb. And also we're gonna do the same thing again, namely solo one and Decca. Actually, let's move this baby a little bit. What was my CC10? I think not this one. This was my CC10. Zahari, I copied the cinematic rooms that I just set up for the solo strings. So it's the same on all the channels. Cinematic rooms with a medium hall stage preset, and then I call it a day. That's usually fine with me. It's very important to keep in mind that the Contact internal panning actually does quite a decent job of placing this stuff, especially when you determine how much reverb you want to have on the instrument, and depending on how much scent level you give it. With a panning knob here, as you can see here, CC10, I can move the instrument around. When is the Action Strings 2 review? On Monday, same time. So we have the solo trumpet. Let's duplicate this. So we have the solo horn. And the solo horn comes in from the left. On your left. Oop. There we go. Mixing up these guys. Decor. That should be it. Okay, that sounds lovely. And then we have the deceased horn. Descant horn, of course. The discant horn. Boop! There we go. So sorry if you're looking into the template building process here now, but I don't care, it's my stream. So... Okay, we have the strings, we have the brass. Last but not least, we need the woodwinds. So let's do the flute. I mean, I could put some music in the background just to relax you a little bit. So, turn that off. Spot and decker. Fine. Duplicate this. Yes, we duplicate this. Gonna take the next instrument, which is gonna be the clarinet. Turn that off. Move this fucker up there. Thank you. Duplicate the clarinet. Save might be a good idea in between. Yes. Clarinet oboe. We have an oboe. Did I just say the F word? No, no. I would never do that. I cannot do that. The word. Solo Dirk vocals with multiple round robins of velocity, please. No. So that is oboe. I mean, I will put the English horn in there. I have no idea if I ever gonna friggin' write for that. But, well, let's have it available. Again. Cool thing is I can save the session and then just resave the instruments, so next time I load them they will have that status already. And you guys go up there. Up there. It's actually very relaxing to have that kind of sound in the back. English horn. I always struggle with myself as should they put the English horn below the horns. You know, but I don't. Solo bassoon. We have the solo bassoon. And also you guys move up there. Oh, come on. Sahari, you are so right on this. I mean, I could check that later down the line, but yeah, I didn't move the solo levels down on the other instruments. I didn't even activate it here on the bassoon. So we have that, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if I did the solo levels on the no, I didn't. I mean, there's also not like rocket science. It's not like everything is put exactly at the same spot. It's just, let's bring it a little bit down. So we have the English horn is actually a bassoon. So, and after this little template building course, we can finally bring the stream to an end. Thanks so much for tuning in. What's the difference between S1 and S2? Well, if I was to tell it, I don't know. It's two different close mics. That's what I can say. So, here, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. It's two different close mics. So if we listen to the low woodwind farts, take the decker off. That's the solo 1. That's the solo 2. I have to be honest that they don't sound like day and night different to me. But they make the signal louder when you use both, so that's fine as well. Yeah, two close mics that you have. In any case, worst case scenario is RTFM. Or just ask Audio Imperia, who happen to be around in the chat. So keep them coming. Last, we need the solo vocal, which we have here already. Soprano, let's get the legato as angelic. I think I'm fine with just using the angelic for now. And if we need a different solo vocal, we can add that later down the line. And just to make it consistent, let's move the key switches up there as well. Okay. So that was very boring. I apologize. That's actually pretty clever. Yes, if you use S1 for one solo instrument, S2 for another, you at least may have less phasing issues, but I'm also not sure because it's the same recording, it's just a different mic perspective. Something you just gotta try and see if it works or not. The main question is, what the f do we actually write now today? Anybody an idea? Give me a key, give me something to start with, because I'm not really having an idea of where we start with. Well, obviously with my FAF piano. I just need to noodle around a little bit to find an idea of where we are going to start with. Night, wifey. Start with a soft French horn. Schindler's List style. C major. Well, thank you very much for that. C major, of course. You guys serious? C major and starting with a horn? I mean, horns feel well more at home in E flat major or something like that. I apologize for that noise that just came through. Let's go for a topic. I mean, when I think of the trumpet, we can have like War Hero Coming Home, something like that. After the obviously we're not gonna write a battle track today. It's always easy to play from E. Sahari off D minor. Gotta be kidding me. Just kidding. Actually, I like the idea of having something more gentle, coming home after war, after the battle. Battle is a battle lost or won? I like that ambiguity. Starting on E, but you don't know if it's E major or minor. Okay, I just watched Avengers. I'm sorry. Hey, Cloud Jumper, you missed everything. You can directly head off again. Too late to get any new information. Let's start with that. Kind of like I'm still torn what feeling we gotta evoke, so I think I just follow the chords here and see if we are more ending up happy or sad. So what is it that? Dun, 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 dun. I think I think that's pretty close already. A little faster. So let's go with that and just put down some easy chords. Actually, let's keep the ringing for a bar, for 2 bars. Where is my sustain pedal at? Oh, oops. No. Can I have a bar more, please? Strange noises from this house. Yeah, 1 bar is fine. You can go there. Thank you. Okay, we have a start. No. Quantize. Cut this off. No. No. That's not gonna be it. Too busy, but kind of gets the vibe that I feel with this. Okay, let's start with the horn there. No, no click. I think I can do that 1 bar longer. Or to quote the captain, I can do this all day. And thankfully we have now MIDI backup. So I don't want to quantize it, and I want to put this on -250, and I want to bring the I feel that we can bring that a little more to the back. Let's try to lower the close mic a little bit. Oh. Let's bring the viola a little bit to the right. I mean, I do like the tremolo idea. I give you that. Let's record that. What key switch was the tremolo? F. No, not totally digging that, I have to admit. I had an idea before, like... Let me try something. I think I need to get it down a little for earlier. So minus 250, bring that all the way to the left. So I'm just recording, in case you're wondering, I'm recording the CC17 onto the channel, so it goes to 0, which translates to bringing the sample start all the way to the left. So this is CC17, and I'm just recording CC17 in every MIDI bit here in the beginning. Because usually when I play stuff, I tend to bring the CC17 sample start more further up towards 0 to make it instantly playable. And I just need to remember, so to say, to put down the CC17 at 0 in the beginning before the MIDI phrase, so it resets the sample start to minus 250 and corresponds to my track delay that I've set up in the MIDI channel. So now at that point we need to bring in the cello. Actually, let's do that as a sustain. Just need to take the modulation down way earlier. Like this. The CC11, not as much, but still a little bit of way to go, like this. So yeah, the dryness we can take care of that. So I feel you. I feel dry as well. So let's open up the overheads on the strings. See what kind of a difference that makes. The cinematic rooms, by the way, is the standard version. Yes. I'm hearing something that I want to add there. I just want to remind everyone that here is the link to the Facebook post if you want to win the library after the stream or at the end of the stream. All you got to do is leave a comment there. Okay, that's very dry. Little trick there. If you have a nice reverb and you put it to post fader instead of pre fader, you bring the fader volume down a little, you can move it instantly back into the room. Versus so just by putting that post fader and bringing the fader a little bit down. Hey, Dusty. Do you know of any plugins for guitar that could be used to make metal with a MIDI controller, or anyone in the chat? There's a bunch of stuff out there. Heavier 7 strings is pretty much on top of the game there. Do I need to quantize that even at all? Let's bring the flute to -250. I think it's by 3 tech. 3 body tech. 3 body tech. Heavier 7th strings. Yeah, right. It's 3bodytech.com. So there you go. And check out their heavier 7 strings. That's the one. Pretty cool. Pretty decent to make some nice metal. Yeah, Cable 8 is great as well. Shreddage is great. But for all these, you usually need some external amp amplification VST. The strings still sound a little dry, so I think we could bring down the close mic a little on these. Although I like the tone, I have to admit. Me. Right, Omkar, you're truly right. Actually, in the course of the whole walkthrough and looking at the library, I totally omitted the fact that there's a whole sound design section as well. How dare I not mention that? That's a very good point. Thanks for reminding me. So yes, there are sound design pads and pads DFD, which is kind of the same thing. But so you have the pads, and I think it's 13 different pads based on, obviously, the 13 different solo instruments. These are great. Can't really believe that I forgot to bring these in. Very cool. Oh, you can also turn down the attack. Yeah, we're definitely gonna use them for the track. Oh yeah, and you're still there. That's good. Cheers. You don't need to rub anything to buy it. You can just paste your comment underneath the Facebook post that we are going to use to draw a winner soon. By the way, I want to check out where we at. How many entries do we have? 133. We are not breaking the record that we once had on a library. I don't even know what it was. Anyway. What do I want to do? I want to bring that back out of the view. So, yeah, we're missing some more instruments. Let's do more. I want to hear some... I don't feel comfortable with the tremolo there. So, sorry. Maybe on the violin we can keep the solo mic. I think on the cello I took it down a little, and on the viola I took it down a little as well. I want to duplicate the violas though, because what I want to do is I want to use the spiccato on this one. Without affecting the other one. And there we have it. The track delay kind of messes things up, so I just turn CC17 all the way to the right. So it just makes it more playable. So how much gigabyte is this gold? It is 90 gigabyte, but unfortunately to Native Instruments install procedure, I had 400 gigabytes on my SSD available, and Native Instruments was kind of around with me because they told me I don't have enough space on that SSD. So make sure you have a bunch of space when you download this. But the initial library itself is 90 gigabytes. Yeah. I don't know why I feel triplets, but I want to put triplets down there. No, that was bad. How can anyone in the world play so bad? Holy shite. So and obviously you hear the mismatch there with a minus 250. So I gotta bring that all in position first, exactly on the grid. A very simple pattern there, and I just gonna adjust the velocities in a little bit as well. But put that on minus 250 and then also record the CC data for the CC17. And that way we have this in time right away. So last thing to do is I want to change the volume a little bit. Start softer. And also decrease that towards the end of this. Just shaping the data here a little. And one thing here sticks out a little. Yeah, I could have step recorded, that might have been faster. And since this is another solo violin, I'm gonna be frank and just put that a little bit to the left. And hate me for it, but it's my track. need to get that quieter. Like this. Maybe even some CC11 there. So, starting from the beginning, this is what we have. Let's add a little bit of clarinet. I didn't like the clarinet there. What settings do we have here? That is all fine. This is not fine. Same thing here. Just put this on post fader, pre-fader. Sorry, I think I messed that up before. It's pre-fader. So no matter what I set the fader to, the amount of reverb that is sent is always the same. So I can bring the fader down and have more wet signal than dry signal. I don't like the oboe there. I'm running out of instruments that I like there. Okay, let's just do a simple bass line there with a solo bassoon. I think the last part there with a D is actually also something where we can bring in the pad a little bit. Let's see. Can we automate the cutoff? Burn. Maybe a different pad. Oh, that one is really nice. I like that. So I want to bring that in on the last D. Yeah, angelic voice is something that we can bring in as well. I want to bring that up a little more. Start earlier. And bring that up a little. That sounds nice. We have that slammer still on. Let's see what works. No, let's bring these in later. Maybe just as an effect in the beginning. Funny enough, Sam, yeah, I think so too, that it would actually work really, really well with the Talon choir, but I wanna stick to using AI only for now. I just need some more inspirational liquid. And if the number of entries on the Facebook post has not changed at all, let's quickly check that. 140. Okay, it's still coming in. Otherwise, I would have thunk to jump onto the drawing anytime soon. But on the other hand, let's write some more music, right? That intro of the viola coming in is still a little loud, so let's take the modulation down here. What we can also do is we can just copy that to the violin. Move that up an octave. Take the expression data, bring that down quite a chunk. I didn't want to do that, so there we go. I want to have the octave on top, but I don't know how loud. What did I do? There's some kind of tremolo running. I apologize. That should go there. That sounds rather lovely. So let's support the cello with the horns sustains. Let's do just this. But okay. Thanks so much, Jan, for tuning in, and see you soon. And thanks for the giveaway, of course, and having someone in that lovely audience win the library. And congrats on the release. It just sounds fucking rad. I think I messed the beep up there. How does this sound? Let's quickly check just the strings and the brass. Now is the moment that I'm missing a bass instrument, but we will rebuild. I'm duplicating the flute here. I could take just the same instrument there, but I don't want to. What I want to do is do the staccatissimo here. Kind of like this. And since we are in that triplet mode with the strings here, let's do this. So we're gonna do triplets. So now I'm gonna record, step time record. And then I don't even need to change the attack time for the -250, because right now it plays like yeah, see, I want to do this. Only the first 4. Luckily enough, I can just duplicate this. Diddly-deed, 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 diddly-deed. I'm not even sure if that's still like a soldier coming home vibe, but I don't really care. Yeah, the horn is coming in a little early. You're absolutely right. I apologize for my misbehavior here. So let's copy that with the violin. And know what we could do, just for the sake of having fun, we could create a quick sound variation map. So let's do the first one. What? New variation, there we go. That is legato. It is sitting on C0. And we do C0 here as well. And then we do a new variation, that is legato 2. We actually don't use that. Then we have sustain, if I remember correctly. Then we have spiccato, tremolo, half trill, and whole tone. Pitch, trem, trill, HT, and trill VWT. Sí, perfecto. Let's save this. Store preset. We create a subfolder named AI and we call that solo strings C0. So I know it's on the C0 instrument. Done. We have sound variations. All hail the Lord. Legato. So now we just gotta find out. Yeah, expression is. Oh, we lost expression. It's all the way down. That's very loud. Bring that down. Nope, just these guys. There we go. I think we can turn the expression even down a little. Maybe give it a little bit of movement, since we don't have much going on in terms of dynamic. Hey, Scambot! Maybe an opo. Duplicate the whole thing. And we need cello pizzicato. So, and the cool thing is now that we have the map, we can just load that again. Sound variations, load AI solo strings. Bam. And immediately we can put this on sustain, and going further, just add a pizzicato here. Actually on the come on, to have the pits on the one. There we go. So Cloud Atlas theme track. Nice. So let's go to expression and bring that up all the way on the one here. And now we can record some cello. Once we reach that point, it should automatically change to what is it doing? Yeah, it should automatically, oh, by the way, bring that in, quantize that as well. So now I should be able to play pizzicato once the point is reached and the articulation changes. We can actually also just verify that. No, I don't mind sharing my actual reverb setting at all. I'm totally open to share that. Once you transfer a decent sum to the following bank account. Nah, obviously, just kidding. Very simple, straightforward. It's Cinematic Rooms by Liquid Sonics. So, as you can see here, string verb, Cinematic Rooms. I'm using the medium and stage preset, just dialed the reverb time a little up, and that's it. And then I just Send according. Jason, yes, you transferred the summon away. That's true. That's true. Thanks for the support. As Jason is doing, you can also do. You can support the whole channel on Patreon if you want to, of course. So jump over to patreon.com/composing-tutorial. There you get some freebies, nice info. Hopefully I will post some more stuff soon, and also you will be first in line for the listening to a track session, which hopefully finally is coming soon. I know I announced it already last month, but this month is coming for sure. I just don't know when. Just quick listen where we at, and I mean I don't want to put this track to the drag it to the death. You get the idea of it, so you get solo instruments that you can put on top of a lit track that sound gorgeous, and you could also write with them alone. That was very bad. What did I do? I think I didn't record the CC17. So there we go. Yeah, now it should be fine. Kind of strange, different direction, and it has nothing to do with the first part, so let's keep going with the solo horn. Okay, let's change the horn here. No, let's keep going with the descant horn. So on this one, we keep on the sustain articulation. Kind of have an idea where this is heading afterwards. Yeah, I still need to finish that U2 recording track, and it will happen. And now you can hear the minus 250 that I accidentally moved it all the way to the left while playing it in. It's kind of not so good sounding, so let's put that onto the grid. Kind of. I think quarters should be fine. At least here. So that is an 8th note. See? You go there. Quarter. That's fine. let's see. Let's do quarter notes. No. The CTO Studio One Jaeger Nucleus templates intentional. The vintage verb settings are set to factory default. Concert hall 4 seconds decay. No, that is not intentional. I need to look into that. Funny enough, so far never anyone has complained about the reverb settings there. Gotta check that out. Yeah, I usually prefer the medium random hall on the vintage verb. But I mean, in the end, if it sounds good, it is good. It's just a little more wet, right? And also, these templates are a starting point. They're never intended to give you a fully blown solution. So it's just a starting point, and you're actually gonna dial in whatever sound Wisdom, hi. What's the bank of sound? Maybe you're gonna take a look at the video title. That may help. I'm being bitchy today, sorry. We're taking a look at Audio Imperia's solo. So actually, let's do the last call. So if you haven't yet, I'll leave your comment underneath this Facebook post. We're gonna do the drawing soon. And now I heard the trumpet. And I am recording again some strange... okay, thank you very much. Perfect moment to end the stream because Studio One crashed. Yes, save that. So, bye-bye, Studio One. Was nice having you around. Yeah, of course, start again. Let's see how fast that little is actually starting up when I say load it again. Yes, load the backup. Okay, let's start the clock now. Does Windows have a timer clock? Or countdown timer? There we go. Reset. No, I don't. Oh, come on. Stopwatch. There we go. Reset. Start. Okay, how long is the template gonna load? I mean, to be honest, I started a little bit late. But I'm still curious. How long does this template take to load with Audio Imperia in there? Well, just the solo library, not the full Jaeger and Nucleus and stuff. Okay. So given we missed 10 to 15 seconds, so it's like still under a minute. I think that's pretty reasonable. It didn't save the full latest state, so I'll put that there. Damn, I forgot what the melody was. I need to listen to my own stream and watch that back. That is actually like Inception. So I can re-watch what I played there. There we go. Give me... Kind of strange. Oh, that's what I did. Watch that back. Yeah. Come on. Keep quiet. Desk and home was it? Kind of like that. I don't know. Maybe I should put a trap beat underneath. Need to come up a little. That's better. Hey, EBS. Oh, Sergio. And then we had save. Then we expanded on this one. The step recording by the quarters. To put that on. Definitely not this one. A little loud, so I'm gonna take the velocity down. Okay, get ready for the drawing, by the way. just 1-0. Oh, damn it. Recording again on the viola. This is... I so need to speak to Presonus. And of course it crashed again. Oh, something is wrong there. Oh, I can't even... Okay. I'm friggin' done. I call it a day. But the funny thing is, at least I can figure out it's kind of has something to do with the step recording. So when accidentally the step recording is working, then it crashes. Kind of like... So anyway, what else are you doing today? I'm gonna call it a day and just say bye Studio One for today. Yeah, drawing time, absolutely. So what I want to do is quit Studio One. And I mean, I don't want to blame Studio One. It can always happen or to be in correlation with the streaming at the same time. And it can be taxing on the CPU doing the streaming at the same time and working with that stuff and shit. I mean, and so anyway, let's go into talk modus. And give a last check on the comments. We are looking at 152 entries. That's pretty reasonable because it's just a freaking great library. Can't imagine that anybody wants to have it. Hey Jimmy, thanks so much. Foot Night. Andrew, that was a good one. No, I don't think that Audio Imperia has anything to do with that. And I have to get back to Presonus because I really feel that the issue lies with the step recording that was activated and recorded on the other track, although I didn't intend to record there. So it seems like that is the culprit there. Thanks, Andrew. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I do like it too. So, take that a little bit down. Actually, we need to go to the full screen anyway for the drawing. So, I hope you guys are ready. So, that is the post. I post one more time. So if you want to grab a copy of Audio Imperia's Solo, their new library with 13 distinct solo instruments. Overall, my impression, and again, I try to not be biased, although they send it to me for free, of course, for, well, not of course, but for the stream and to showcase it, and also give another copy as a giveaway copy for the drawing. Thanks, Audio Imperia, for that. But I try to be as honest as I can with these reviews and recommendations. But holy hell, for $200, this is an insane deal in my opinion. It sounds absolutely rad. The mic positions and the choice of sounds available is great. The legato is out of this world. I think it sounds great. It has its limitations for sure. So don't expect especially the string portion of the library to be a substitute for any kind of solo string quartet library or dedicated string quartet library. Also with the brass, I like the concept of the baked-in performance, but it also kind of limits you a little bit, especially when you like just want to hold down chords and stuff like that. You always have that arc in the samples, and that can be a little bit of PITA to really get it underneath other stuff. But on the other hand, they are not marketing the library in that way, and it's not intended for that kind of use. It would is something like it would have been nice to have, but it's not absolutely essential. But what it does, holy man, it does it great. It sounds amazing. So, full recommendation of mine for that library. It sounds great. Go buy it. Or win it. That's another thing. So, drawing time. We are looking at 150. Wow, 157. It's coming along. So yeah, thanks for tuning in today. Of course, if you don't win it, you can grab it for $1.99 intro price till June. I think for 4 weeks or something. So beginning of June. Don't hold me accountable for that. Just buy it in May. You should be safe. And yes. So what is that music? It sounds nice. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give it a thumbs up if you like what you're hearing and seeing and what we're doing here. So that was coincidentally and ran together with the Stream Elements post there. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much, and I see you on Monday or maybe before for a night session, depending on how warm the weekend gets. Thanks for tuning in today, and the winner of Audio Imperia Solo for tonight is... You guys are ready? I can't see it. I can't look into it. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Ah! Terry Donovan! Terry, congratulations. I think I saw your name pop up not so long ago, so maybe you're still online. Congratulations on winning Audio Imperia Solo. It's yours. Yours alone. So, I hope you will have fun with it. Await a message on Facebook. I'm going to get in touch and let you know how you can claim your beloved prize. And anyone else who didn't win, we will not pick another winner. You just go head to the website and maybe click on the Buy Now button. It also supports Audio Imperia and helps them make more of these kind of libraries. So, yeah, that's what you got to do. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really enjoyed today's stream. That was a nice little type of music. Maybe one day we can keep working on that, or maybe not. We will see. Yes, I'd like to thank my manager, my mother, Terry. Congratulations. And I see you either on the weekend or on Monday for hands-on Native Instruments Action Strings 2. That's going to be interesting. So looking forward to checking out that with you. You guys have a wonderful evening, afternoon, night, morning, whatever. No matter the time, get enough coffee and talk soon. Cheers. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.